Real Husbands right here on WHUR.com and on Facebook at Real Husbands of Largo, where we're reading your comments live. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into a part of the show that I've been anticipating for a little while now. Okay? This guest that I have on today is somebody who I have really been wanting to talk to. And let me just read a little bit about her so that, you can be excited too. The co-founder of AfricanAncestry.com, whose work has been featured on Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr.
Love it.
And has worked with and revealed the roots of some of the world's most well-known people, including the King family.
Ooh.
Like Martin Luther King
Martin
family?
Luther the King?
Yeah.
Martin Luther the King.
Martin Luther the King.
The King.
That's
No, that's why I didn't say King family. I said the King family.
Yes.
Martin Luther the King family. John Legend.
Okay.
Condoleezza Rice.
Yep.
Spike Lee.
Oh.
Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Husbands.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Dr. Gina Paige.
Yes.
Yes. Good doctor, you on with the husband?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
She got more energy than you.
Yeah, because I was the only one that screamed.
You were the
on.
only one. When we say we know before the show start. When I say you on with the husband,
You left me hanging.
Man, I've been talking to the producers. You've been going quiet lately, but let me focus. On that.
Thank you.
Let me focus.
Genealogy.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad you actually came. Like, yeah. I mean, no, not like. Not like
the
you.
husband.
Yeah,
Why would
yes,
I come?
exactly.
Good answer.
Yes.
Listen, in my mind, because of the work that you do, I just feel like you're always in some remote country, collecting DNA samples.
Okay.
Is that what that is? Like,
No.
is that, no, it's
I
not.
don't do that.
No, not at all. You don't do that at all.
I'm not a scientist.
Oh, really?
No.
Really? So this was my first question: is how did you find yourself doing this? Like, how did you get to the point where you are helping people to find their roots?
That's a great question. I think it's the ancestors, really. I ask myself that all the time because it's not easy work. I'm in the business of being black.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that's hard work. It's hard. But I've just been directed down this path. And our company really started here at Howard.
Really?
In a sense, my business
wow.
partner is a geneticist, and he was at the Human Genome Center. And when the community found out that he was able to use your DNA to tell you what people and country in Africa you come from, they inundated Howard with requests trying to get to him.
Really?
So, it's a case of supply and demand. The community demanded it. He's a scientist, so he couldn't really make it a business. I'm a business person, so we partnered. I commercialized his research, so now everybody gets to know.
That's special because you don't hear that coming from a HBCU. You just, I've never would have guessed all the information that's out there. They don't put it out there.
Yeah, they don't put it out there.
Coming from an HBCU.
Yeah.
And to me, that's special.
Yeah.
Doing that type of science, doing that type of genealogy, that's special to me.
It puts in your mind, like, especially for a young person, that it gives you the impression we do more. You know what I mean? I think for us, I never would have thought that as a kid that a black person would be a geneticist. Like, that's just not something that was put out there. But last week we had Deshauna Spencer from Quail TV.
Yeah.
And she's another person. You guys put me in the same mind of like just people who are pioneering out there, sort of changing the culture through what you've chosen to do. It's crazy. Okay, but I ask you this: like, how do you? Me and Stu were talking, right? He was saying that the way that they are able to find out what your genes are is because they got a whole pool of genes to compare with. Is that what you were saying?
They collect from somewhere and they try to match what you have provided to what they already have on the books.
Is that how it works?
Excellent.
Really?
That's how it works.
So what? Somebody went out and collected a bunch of samples from the motherland.
Exactly. So we have the largest database of indigenous African samples from Africa.
Really?
And my business partner, who's the geneticist, Dr. Rick Kittles, he
awesome,
collaborated with researchers across the continent to make sure that we got DNA from the the tribes, the ethnic groups that were part of the slave trade. So when you take our test, you find out that you share ancestry like Chadwick Boseman with the Limba people living in Sierra Leone today, or like Taraji P. Henson, the Massa people living in Cameroon today. That's how specific we can get.
That's
the
amazing.
other places, they just say you're from Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
You West African.
Or
you
Right.
or
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
regions in
We don't get
Africa where we have 33,000 African samples. Our closest competitor has 1,300.
Wow. That's amazing. That's not even a tenth.
No,
Wow.
we're not playing. This is
can
important
see.
work.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Interestingly enough, I was watching this documentary about Donald Trump, all right? And so they went back into his ancestry, right? And so, yeah, his great-great-grandfather, whatever, he was sort of a scoundrel. And then, and you can kind of see, all right,
That's in his DNA.
Tree, apple, right? But I was sitting there and I was watching it with my son and my daughter. And my son, actually, several of my kids, my older, they were doing homework. But I looked over at my wife and I said, but do you see the power of knowing what your people did? And how because you understand that about them, it gives you this sense that, I can do it too.
Yes.
It's in you.
Yeah, it's
It's
in
like
you.
literally in you.
It's literally in you.
Yeah.
Standing here, I mean, we sitting around this mic. Dude, I had people in my family that were entertainers, and speakers and teachers. Like, so oratory is where I'm going to have a lot of, weight.
Right.
And in business. And interestingly enough, see, I didn't know all these things. My mother's brother was in business. On both my parents' side, there's a lot of people in business, but I never knew that. I didn't have contact with that. But my sister, my brothers, me, we all have our own businesses. My mother was the first entrepreneur we knew. She was doing hair in the kitchen. You know what I mean? It was curls and the Cheerios sometimes. Wasn't feeling that, but she sold us.
Curls in the
You never had cool hair?
No, nobody.
No?
None of us.
You ain't never come in the house that Jerry
No.
curl smell real bad, but
I know that they smell of burnt hair, but not curls
but
and
not-
Cheerios.
No, this is why. Because we lived in a small place and the clients were coming, never mind. Hey, Mom, thanks for being the first entrepreneur that I knew. But I'm just saying that, and my father a close second. I mean, because he did his thing too, and actually,
Electrician, yeah.
yeah, man, and still doing his thing. But the thing is, knowing that about them and then finding out that behind them that these people are entrepreneurs was a big deal, right? And so I read about you that's in your DNA too.
Yeah, so all the Pages in my family have owned a business, run a business, started a business. And like you, I didn't really think about it. It just, and some of them you don't even know. But then when my father took our test to trace his paternal line, father to father to father to father, it goes back to the Hausa people living in Nigeria today. And they are the business people of the culture.
Wow. That's kind of exciting to me right now. I'm about to look like a geek real quick, but that is exciting and amazing to me.
Yeah, it puts everything into context.
Right.
Yeah.
When you were talking about being an orator and all of that, I was thinking, I wonder if he's from the Mandinka people in Senegal. Because
you
they're-
told the wrong
My
brother.
wife think I'm a
You
Mandingo
told the wrong
too.
brother that.
See me like, you got to be a Mandingo.
You told the wrong brother that. Thank you.
It's been said now.
I said, I wonder. I wonder.
No. You are an expert in the field. You're an expert. You helped Oprah to find hers. Henry Louis Gates Jr. called on you. I am a Mandingo.
Hey, mother crusher.
Wow, bro.
Oh my God, it was written. It was written.
Oh, my goodness. You have to take the test.
You know what?
We need the
Yes.
You might
DNA
not-
to
don't do
verify
that.
that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You take the test, please.
Why? Why you saying I should take this, please?
Because if you take the test, then Stu might take the test. But she said Africa.
Like we don't have the Irish collection.
We don't have
We had a Polish collection.
Stu. Every skin color is found on the continent of Africa.
It is.
Every
It is.
eye
It is.
color, every
eye
hair
color.
color, every hair texture.
Every
We started it
single
all.
one. Whoa, you feel good
In
now,
Africa.
huh?
But don't they call them albinos?
No, not all of them. No, not all.
But no, because correct me. There are people who are from Egypt who have blue eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Blue and green eyes. Yeah.
But I was wondering if you could, like, because of your experience in the field, if you could look at somebody and say, you know what, that person may be this or that. Now, you just did it with sort of, I mean, I know we're not going to stake the farm on what, we got to look at the DNA, but...
Yeah, I can't do that. My business partner can, though.
Really?
Dr. Kittles can.
Really?
The one group that I can identify sometimes is Yoruba men.
Really?
When I've revealed several black men whose ancestry is Yoruba, and they all have a very similar look. But that's the extent of mine. I can't really...
I got a buddy who's Yoruba. Of course, that's Nigerian. The other one's Igbo, right? And he's Yoruba, and... he does. In my mind, to me, there's a distinct look. And, odd thing, too, like, I always have had Nigerian friends. Always. I don't know why. Always had Nigerian friends. Always had Caribbean friends. And so, I'm telling you, I can tell the differences. Their names are different. They had a whole different set of names. The language a little different. They don't necessarily understand each other. Sometimes they don't necessarily like each other. But that's a whole other thing. But yeah, that just you just got me questioning everything. Like, what is it about me and my genes that draws me to certain people? It's the Manding in me.
Yeah, bro. I'm so proud of you, bro. Because you were depressed for so many years, and I think that you might finish your other 40 on top.
Hey, man,
because you were so depressed.
I'm gonna stay on top, man. You talk the wrong person.
I'm gonna stay on top, man. Yeah.
I'm the wrong person. Wrong person.
Be walking around the house.
I gotta get back to the doctor. I want to ask you, what's the process like? Like, if I wanted to, you said I need to get my DNA checked. What's the process like?
So we have test kits that have swabs that are like Q-tips. You just rub the inside of your cheek to collect the DNA. It's no pain, no blood.
No needles.
No needles.
Okay, good.
You send them back to us in confidential packaging. We send them to the lab. The lab has no idea who you are, your name, nothing.
Okay.
They unlock the code, so to speak, of your DNA. We compare that code to all the codes in our database, like Stu said, and then we determine the result.
Yes.
Once we determine the result, our lab destroys the DNA.
Oh! Hey! Listen, she was just talking about that.
I know. And then we also don't sell, share, or research our customers' genetic information.
Okay, I can dig that.
Yes.
Because I was like, listen, I don't want nobody to take my DNA and try to make another me. Because I'm too much. But nothing else going to be sexy or walking around here, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else going to be great. I am me. That's why I'm not a twin. God made me this way. I don't need another one. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
Y'all wouldn't be ready.
Oh, man.
I love it when Randy don't come.
I love it when Randy don't come. It's so fun, ain't it? But we were talking sort of via text yesterday, and she said, I don't want nobody cloning to me. I was like, I the same thing. Like, I really had misgivings about giving somebody my DNA, because I'm like, what are they going to do when it's done?
That's real. And that's why it takes a black-owned company with
Thank
black
you.
scientists, black employees to manage this for black people.
Yeah.
We understand and respect
Talk slow.
our genetic power.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what we do is answer one simple question. Where were my mother's people, or where were my father's people before Maryland, before Louisiana, before the Dominican Republic or Haiti? That's it. We don't want to know anything else about you.
Yeah,
that's none of our business.
I don't want no HeLa experiments going on with my DNA.
We're not doing that.
Like
So, Dr. Paige, Maurice wants to know, what's the turnaround time?
The turnaround time is about 8 to 10 weeks from when we get your swabs back. And the thing that I want you all to understand is that when you take a test, it's not just for you. It's a lineage. So the results are the same for your children, your brothers and sisters, your mother or your father, depending on the test, your grandmother, her mother, everyone in the family shares the result from one test.
Wow. From one test?
From one test.
Wow.
You hear that, family? So everybody give me $5.
Exactly.
We're going to make this work.
Exactly. And then go to the family reunion.
That would be
share
so
it with
cool.
everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we actually have a reveal tonight.
Whoa.
We have a reveal. One of these husbands who thinks they have African ancestry, actually is rooted somewhere else.
Whoa.
Yes, and we're about to. Yes.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, before you do that, can I
Go ahead.
Shock
please
and all, right?
Hit all
Hey,
the comments.
This comment is hitting right on. Marlon Wilson said, "We don't need a clone of Algiers Diamond." No.
That's your husband.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh man.
Shout out to Marlon.
What's up, brother?
He just don't want nobody else to have all of this, okay? He just don't want nobody else.
Hey, I got it.
Now, how about that?
I, however, would take a clone of my wife. I would.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd take a clone of her.
Really?
Yeah, I just bring it out after the other one expires. So like,
whoa, bruh.
So like, other day we was at City Winery, right?
Go ahead.
And under that pale blue light,
yes,
I saw a silver streak. I was like, wait, are you going gray?
No.
Only me, boo. Only me. Get yourself together.
So you call a timeout to bringing this up.
If we can look at it that way, that may be it.
You thought that after your wife said she still would accept you after your hair transition?
That's exactly why. The clone would never disrespect. It would never disrespect.
Wow.
Yeah, but
go
no.
ahead, man.
I would not clone my wife. Not at all. I have clones of my wife at home. They're called daughters. Good Lord. I love them.
You still looking up the data?
No, I'm looking at it right here. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna read. Now this letter is from you. There's your name and your signature right at the bottom. Which is amazing to me. Right now, I told you there was gonna be a reveal. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. Should I read the results?
Yes.
I'll read the results first, and then I'll tell you. Okay.
And glow.
It is with great pleasure that I report our Patrick clan, which I'm gonna ask you about, because I know that's specific to African ancestry as I see it's trademarked. Yes. The Patrick analysis successfully identified your paternal genetic ancestry.
On your daddy's side.
On your daddy's side. You're your daddy's son. Bruh. By analyzing your Y chromosome DNA, we have determined that you share paternal genetic ancestry with people in, drumroll, India. People in India.
Is this your first time hearing this?
Today. Listen, would you like to know who this is? This is the DNA results of one Mr. Pike. Randy P. It is my distinct pleasure to inform you that you are Indian. Like, he's Indian, like the real. Look, he's Asian. Randy is Asian.
Oh my goodness.
All this time.
Oh my goodness.
All this time. Y'all probably were thinking it was gonna be this guy.
Nah.
One Randall Pike. Now check it out. Now this is from the good. This is from the good doctor. This is how we know it's official.
Go ahead.
Your sequence similarity score is 99.4%. Which means that you are we are 99.4% confident in your result. Enclosed, you will find a certificate of ancestry that authenticates your paternal ancestry.
Okay, but go to the next sentence.
This is what I want to read.
Yeah.
It says, we understand that this information may be difficult to accept. When I read that, I was like, oh my God, this is real. Oh my God. Because I'm telling you, if I found that out, I'd be like, are you serious? Now, listen, no shade on anybody else.
No, not at all.
No shade on anybody else. What in the comment section?
I am not taking
People, you're going to lose your black card on GP.
Okay, wait.
This is not Wakanda forever.
But wait, let me say something about that.
Oh, my God. You don't got to clean it up, Doc.
No, I don't gotta clean
He
it
from
up.
India. He from India.
No, he's from India. That's not what I want to say.
Look, Angela Stribling was like, OMG!
We knew. There's some things that we can tell.
Oh.
We can tell. But go ahead.
Listen, so, look, none of us is 100% African.
Okay.
Okay, we accept that. Right. Whether you look like me or whether you look like Stu or whether you look like Coach Will.
You sure?
Doesn't mean you're not 100%.
No.
Wait.
No.
I'm not Mandingo.
I don't know, but you're not 100% African.
You might be Boy Dingo, but you're definitely not Man Dingo.
Oh, wow.
So listen, when we trace the Y chromosome, that's the DNA we look at for paternal ancestry. 35% of the time, it goes back to a non-African group, and usually it's Europeans.
Really?
Because European men were having their way with enslaved women. Right. So when you do the paternal test, it's very likely that the results won't come back African.
Wow.
Now, women, we can't do the paternal test.
Right. Yes, I want you to explain that. That was so interesting to me.
Because the paternal test is based on the Y chromosome. Men are the only ones that have Y chromosomes. So if we want to know our paternal lines, we need our brother, our father, uncle, someone to take that test for us. But all of us can take the maternal test, mother to mother to mother, and that goes back to Africa 92% of the time.
Wow. Dang, that's like Mother Africa. I don't know why it's so exciting to me. This is so exciting. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like really cool.
But it's very rare that we find India on a paternal line. That's very special.
Listen,
no,
I knew he was Asian.
If you look at his hair and his complexion,
Randy,
you can guess
that he's Asian.
Yeah.
You can guess that. Yeah.
The way that he eats seafood, like crab roll, the way he eats crab roll, I knew he was Asian.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if you crossed the line.
I did.
Not on Randy. Not on.
But look,
oh my God.
Remember when we were teenagers? Randy's favorite DC club was what? The Taj Mahal.
Oh yeah!
He used to love going to the Taj. Remember?
He did.
He used to love it.
Hey man, I'm not going to incriminate that man. as he went there all the time.
He did.
He felt it all.
He liked the Taj Mahal. Wasn't going to the black hole. Wasn't going to the Ibex.
His brother Brian just commented
and said,
"Oh." I guess that's me too.
That's what the doctor said. She said had the same results.
Oh yeah!
Oh man!
Mercy.
That
man is horrible.
But you know, I was reading your brochure. It said that African ancestry is not always found.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So basically, somebody could be out there, and they look. I mean, like, is it possible that William can have? I'm just saying, like he looked full black, right? Is it possible that his paternal ancestry can go back to European descent?
I will pretty much guarantee that there is some European ancestry in his lineage, in his whole entire family tree. The average black person is 75% African, 25% European.
Really?
No matter what you look like.
Dang.
Now, when you mean European, and the only reason why I ask you, because certain people don't believe that Egypt and other countries of Africa are part of Africa. They believe it's European.
No.
Okay.
Egypt's in Africa.
No. I'm just. Oh no, we know.
So when I say European, I mean the continent of Europe.
You're talking about the
British,
Mediterranean,
Portuguese, Spanish,
right.
Dutch. All those colonial powers.
No, I just want to bring clarity. Yeah.
Very clear.
Russian in you, something like that, because you're real pale.
No, he's native.
I don't know. We got to see that paternal
I
test.
No,
can we?
He's
How about this? We take the test and we do a reveal, and you come back.
Yes, let's do that.
That would be so cool.
I would love to do that, man.
No,
I know what I am.
He'll be the only one that is actually
from Africa.
For real.
And all the rest of us will be sitting here looking like.
Yeah, I know, like right, like
South England.
Oh man.
No,
That is cool.
Dude, that's amazing.
Would you? Well, I would like to make it easy for. I guess they can just go to AfricanAncestry.com.
Yeah, you know what we can do?
Yeah,
we can make a code for the husband.
There it is.
So
there it is.
We'll make a code. The code will be husband.
Yep. Okay.
And we'll give you all 10% off.
10%.
Whoa.
Through March 31st.
You hear that? 10% off through March 31st. You use the husbands. Now,
I need to some time to make
Don't
the
try
code.
to do it tonight.
No, you can do it tonight. Just do it after 10 o'clock.
You hear that?
After 10 o'clock.
Get your ancestry. I think I'm going to get mine done. Because she said she burning up the DNA. Y'all really burn the DNA.
As long as you burn the DNA.
You know, because I got enough clones out there. I don't need.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna make it even easier for anybody who's concerned about cloning, even though we don't clone, or anything else. You don't have to put your real name on the materials.
Oh
no, it's your DNA. You never have to really put.
So
you can really. Wow.
So we don't care what your name is, and when we send your DNA to the lab, they don't see any personally identifying information. But even still, if you put customer 123 or Mandingo X or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mandingo Warrior.
I'm putting Mandingo X like the doctor told me to.
Then they won't know. The people who handle your genetic information, even though they wouldn't know anyway, because they don't see your names, but you're good.
So Brian has a question.
Yeah.
I believe that Brian might be a non-African American. Brian is asking, so does this mean I might be black? So is he saying that he might find out an alternate result, like if he thinks he's from Europe, his people, that he might look up and be from the motherland?
It's not, if your parents are white, it's not likely that you have African ancestry for the time period that we're looking at. We look at the past 500 to 2,000 years. If you go back 100,000 years, everybody comes from Africa.
Yeah.
But we're just looking at where were our people before the slave trade.
Yeah, relevant to our time.
And so if you were European, your people were European before the slave trade.
Man, so they like mixed in with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Brian.
Wow, so I should. It's just like 25% of me that wants to punch me in the face right now. Keep me in my place. Like, calm down. Step away from that mic, boy.
It's Black History Month. It's Black History
Black
Month.
History Month. There's an uprising inside of me. Oh, man.
Did Randy celebrate Black History Month? We want that time back. I want it back. Reclaim it on time.
Randy did a Bollywood marathon. That's not a dig because I happen to love Bollywood.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, Bollywood's cool. It's really cool.
He was Asian.
But look, I don't want to keep the good doctor all night. Let me thank you for coming over these husbands tonight. Give it up for us, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
This was a really fun interview. So I really want you to come back. I want to do these results, and we're going to have a reveal. So you said it takes 8 to 10 weeks.
Yep.
So that will put us out at what? It's 2 months away.
Yeah, May.
Well, we'll check your schedule. And are we all going to do it?
I'm in there. I'll give DNA tonight.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That don't even sound right.
I'm into
He's
it.
all in.
The doctor's like, nah, still.
Hey, like, you know what, Stu? I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. Like, the
No,
white man
that's
is
it.
giving enough DNA. All right, so. Oh, man. We're going to take a quick pause. When we come back, I'm going to expose my big, black, bold, and bulging conspiracy theory. Get some right after this. You're on with the husbands.
That's just nasty. That's just nasty.
Catch up on the other episodes on thehusbandshow.com. You can also watch and comment live every Thursday night at 8:30 on our Facebook page at Real Husbands of Largo. Be sure to follow the page and turn on your notifications to be alerted when you can join the conversation live. Want even more access to the husbands? Follow us at The Husband Show on Instagram and on Twitter.